Hello out there in the interwebs. You have your tubes tuned to Cannibbaroni, and I am over here by the Botania stuff, and that can only mean one thing. Yes, we're doing Botania today. Gonna be trying to do several Botania things today, actually. I need... Do I still have that extra mana pool in here somewhere? Probably should have looked before recording. Oh well. I'll check it later. Anyway, what am I going to do? Well, there's a couple things I need to do, little viewers. For one, I need to infuse all this stuff with some mana. Because you can do, as you can see there, you can of course do mana steal at an ingot at a time, or you can do it a block at a time. I need some inner pearl, and you can make mana glass, which is some pretty cool stuff. Alright, but today I think we're going to start off with the Botanical Brewery. So I need to get a rune of mana going. And you guys remember how that goes, right? Do. 5 of these, a pearl, and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pearl. There we go. Hey. Feed it. And I'm pretty sure you can't use a spark on the runic altar. I believe if you try to place it, probably because it would place it like right in the area that the things float around in. Anyway, I need to go to bed because, as always, I'm always starting recording at sunset. Yeah, I'm going to play around with a bunch of Botania today, loyal viewers, because I want to get the Botanical Brewery. I want to mess around with the Alchemizer. I don't think I can get the duplicator thing, whatever it's called. Oh, it is in here. Awesome. And also awesome, the man, our cactoid is just growing nuts. I believe the blazing cactoid can... And it fell into the fire. Oops. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the blazing cactoid can grow taller than just 3 like a normal cactus. I believe it can go like 4, maybe even 5. I've grown a couple before in like a different world, and they get pretty big. There we go. I'll just make a little hole there for later. And I also need to grab one of my living stones. Living stone, living rock. There we go. I might play around with some of the yellowite later, way later, in a different episode, because big reactors is also really fun. Alright. Mustache is itchy. Alright, do that, and miss. How about now? There we go. Alright, and I'm pretty sure it was that. Do I need a regular brewing stand? I sure do. And some living things. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of brewing stands in my pocket. Because... Yep. Because one of the iron houses have 4 brewing stands in them. So that makes that real easy, doesn't it? Also, I need to grab some living rock. Helps if you get all of the pieces you're looking for, Kennel. Alright. 3rd time's the charm. Rune of mana. Block of mana steel. That thing, and some of that. There we go. The Botanical Brewery. And to use that, we also need, using the mana glass, some mana glass vials. And these... The biggest thing about the Botania brewing is that... Boop. Yeah, that'll work. The brews last longer than just 1 drink. I think you get 3 drinks out of them. I forget how many drinks you get out of them. There. There we are. So, we made that. We made those. Start off with the vial. You can right click with the item, or you can just throw it on the thing. And the brew of Fleet Feet is netherwort, sugar, and redstone. I think all of the regular ones, yep, looks like they all will take a little bit of Netherwort. Very cool, very cool. Um, absorption 4, that'll be nice. But what I'm really looking for right now is... I really like having resistance. But I think what I'm going to actually do is restoration. Yeah. I'm going to get a regeneration potion going. And that'll be Netherwort, Gas Tier, and Redstone. So I should have at least a little bit of Netherwort. I should probably plant some of those over in our little nether farm we got going on. Give me the soul sand. Give me, where are you, Netherroot? Where are you, Netherwort? Netherwort, come here, Netherwort. Oh, I know someone sees it and they're yelling at me. I know someone sees it and they're yelling at me. It's probably in... I don't see it at all. It might be over in the chest. Let's go check on the chest. And I was considering getting some Applied Energistics going, loyal viewers, but Applied Energistics takes a ton of stuff and is a huge rabbit hole, and I don't feel like going down it right now. There's a different mod that I might get into, but that takes like half a stack of diamonds to get what I want. And I did not see it in the chest over there. Let's try this again. There they are. Spotted them right away. Alright, so I need 1 wart, 1 sand, and I'll just punch this pot off. There we go. And I'll just let the other 3 grow. Alright, I've never actually done the Botanical Brewing, loyal viewers. So, it wants me to start off with a vial, wart, thing, and other thing. Alright, so we go boop, and that goes on top. And then we go boop. No, there we go, and boop. And then, what do? Start shooting mana at it? How does it work? Start with a thing. Once it can be created. Yep, looks like I need to point some mana at it. So give me my wand. And let's grab you. Point it at you. Oh, there it is. You can see the potion. And there you can see the ticking effect. The ticking effect is a little bit different over on the enchanter, because it doesn't have the circle. It just does, it changes the pixels of your thing to green. So, like for swords, for most of it you don't even notice it, and then from about 1/3 to 2/3 you see it going real quick, and then again you don't notice it for a little while. And look at it go. The next thing I want to make, though, is the Alchemizer thing. And that requires 2 more brewing stands. Ping! Look at that. Oh, I get 4 of them. Awesome. It just spits off of there, doesn't it? That was cool. Alright, so I'm going to get you right there. How do you long do this? 2 minutes. Awesome. That'll be really nice. Definitely need to get some nether work going. Anyway, getting distracted, as I am wont to do. I'm going to need some of those. I'm going to need another ender pearl. And then living rock. Do I need any gold for it? Yep. Need a little bit of gold for it. I should have a little bit of gold that I can use. I've got a block. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys could hear that, but that little kind of chime, that is what a wisp sounds like. There he is over there. And most of the time, wisps will just float around. They don't do much. If you're in the nether, the little jerks will shoot lightning at you. Not krakow, boom, explosion lightning, but little, just little zaps. And they're obnoxious in the nether, because they're so tiny and they float around, so it's really hard to hit them with an arrow. And since they're flying around, it's hard to hit them with your sword. Once you do hit them, they don't really have very many hit points, but it's still, a pain in the butt to actually hit them. So we go brew stand, that thing. Pull those off because I forgot to turn it into that. Do. Come on. There we go. Cooperate, you thing. Do, and do. There we go. The Alchemy Catalyst. And this thing you have to put underneath a mana pool. Otherwise it won't do anything. So let's just go ahead and squirt some mana into here. What other stuff was I wanting to do with this? I wanted to do some nether quartz into it. Because I want to try one of those pendants. And see just how the thing works. How much mana you got in there? Doing alright. Doing alright. I'll just let that go for a little bit while I run over to where my nether quartz is. I believe I've put a decent amount through the old enrichment chamber. And they are in here. 2 of them are in there. I guess the rest are in my pocket. Yep. Oh, I have some actual quartz in my pocket too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Alright, let's turn our magnet on this time when we punch the blazing cactoid. There we go. I'll just have a little 5x5 of it. There we go. Cool. I came over here for something. Enrichment chamber. There we go. Oh, I was making some lapis, and I had completely forgotten about it. Yeah, you get 60 lapis from enriching 5 lapis lazuli ores. And I enriched a whole bunch of lapis lazuli, loyal viewers, because I put full luck on this thing and full luck on that thing. And that's 450 lapis each, though I did, I think, get 100 luck from just killing stuff with my rapier. It's still a whole lot of lapis, and I still have 32 blocks. And that's all from doing things from nether lapis. Just put them in there to get each lapis ore. Gave me each nether lapis ore gives you 4 regular lapis ores, so it's, you know, well over half a stack for a single lapis ore. So it's nuts, and I love it. There we go. Give me those, and enrich some more nether quartz. And doing quartz through here will get you 6 per thing. And I'm probably going to see about getting some upgrades into these guys later, though, because right now we're still playing around with Botania. Actually, right now we're going to sleep. But when we wake up, little viewers, we shall go and play some more with Botania. Alright, get back over here. Yeah, that should be plenty. Alright, turn our magnet back off. I need 4 of these, because you may notice that is a prismarine shard. You don't get prismarine in 1.7 normally, but Botania, I think it adds in all of the 1.8 blocks, as various things you can get. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, because one thing that I really want to make, little viewers, is the Tainted Blood Pendant. Blah, 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 words. Words are hard, little viewers. I don't know if you know this, but they are hard. Alright, so I need a diamond and another gas tier. Hopefully the one of these pods is going to be mature. Nope, that is not fully mature. They get real big when they're mature. I'm pretty sure that's not mature. Let's punch it and find out. It was mature, loyal viewers. Awesome. Alright, come back over here. Grab a diamond. Grab a diamond. Yeah, I'm close to having enough diamonds to do the Quantum Flux storehouse, but not quite. Pew. There we go. Now I want to see if I can put some stuff on this thing and be able to afford it. So there we go. The Tainted Blood Pendant. So right now it is not infused. You can infuse this with a potion effect. Like you could infuse it with the Vial of Restoration. That, I'm pretty sure, will suck my poor little mana tablet dry. But something that I might be able to do is the Resistance. Over here, Brewery. Let me see the Resistance, Restoration, Fortitude. Leather, iron, and another wort. I should have all of this. I have 1 iron, 1 leather, and 1 wort. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can do this, and if our little ring is enough to handle it. So I go boop, awesome, ding, ding, ding. Something else that I forgot about it is this is going to take a ton of mana. I probably don't have enough in my little pool to do this, but let's see. There we go. It is just barely starting. The pool's not draining too hard. That should work. Oh yeah, I think I might have enough mana for it anyway. While it does that, let's go ahead and put in some soul sand and get another wort farm going. Where am I going to put this? Where am I going to put this? I could just put it in the middle, but sure, I'll just put a little line of it down here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and nope, that'll do. Alright, so I'm gonna just do it like that, because I don't think I'm gonna need a ton of nether wort. But if I do, well, I've got a little bit more in my pocket, and I've got a little bit of soul sand in my pocket. Speaking of soul sand, there's a couple things that eventually I want to be able to fully automate wither killing. Yes, the wither. There's the Practicalities mod adds in a wither farm multi-block structure, which you put in soul sand and wither skeleton skulls, and it will slowly produce for you a nether star, and you can actually hear the sounds of a wither getting damaged. Awesome. I'm not sure if it's taking more mana than was in the pool and it's just spitting it out quicker or whatever, but it is already halfway done. Which brings me to something else that I really should do, loyal viewers. I should really make some better armor. Because 1, 2, and 3. Because, wearing mishmash, almost broken things, yeah, it's not cutting it anymore. I want some actual armor, loyal viewers. And what actual armor am I going to wear? Well, I'm going to wear some mana steel. There and there. There we go. How much more you got to go? Cool. I should be able to do this. Oh yeah. Making a simple mana steel ingot doesn't take very much at all. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. Alright, so mana steel. Mana steel is it's not the best thing for armor, not by a long shot, but it is also definitely not terrible. It has the same basic protection as iron, but it is as enchantable as gold, so you can get some. It's really cheap to enchant, and if you wear a full set, your various you have a discount on your mana tools. Oh, there it goes. Alright, and it is set with the Brew of Fortitude. Awesome. And I am not wearing any kind of talisman, so I'll just stick that right there. Sweet. And now it shows that we have Resistance 2 on. Awesome. Woo! My screen went white again. Hopefully that doesn't show up on the video. So what else am I going to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and check the time, little viewers. I think this will be all that we'll have time for today. If we still have time to do stuff, we might play around with actually enchanting this with the mana enchanter. See about getting some protection going. But if it's not, well, I'll be back in a second to tell you if it's not. So I shall catch you in a moment, little viewers. And I'm back, little viewers. I managed to get a protection 3 on this Mana Steel helmet. So I'm going to do basically the same thing as I did with the sword. Going to get that onto a book. And eventually make a protection 4 that I'll be able to put on all of it. Also, I want to show you off something that is very, very cool about the Mana Steel and Terra Steel things from Botania. So, again, as you can see, just like with the titanium sword, it takes some damage when you finish enchanting it. But when I put it down here, you see it start repairing itself. And that's because Mana Steel and Terra Steel stuff will repair themselves with mana. And I'm actually excited to see how much mana it's going to take to re-enchant this with the Protection 3. So let's go take a look, little viewers. Just walk over our soul sand. From what I've seen, I don't think the little resistance armor that we have, it doesn't seem to be draining us of any mana. It seems like the ring that we have can keep up with the belt and the ring just fine. I need the wand there, that there, that there. Very good. Put that there. Pew! And good. There we go. We got a single deep from it. Let's pick that up. And phew, that didn't take much mana at all. At least I don't think it did. But it took a bit of mana. But since my pool had mana in it, it was pretty easy to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull the thing off of this once more. We'll just show once more how to do this. You go ahead, you take this over to your handy dandy Mind Factory loaded disenchanter. Auto disenchanter, yep. You go ahead and just stick it up there. Stick a book there. Wait for it to do stuff. It takes, I thought I'd tell you how long it did stuff. But yeah, it just does the work. I have no idea how much, oh, there it goes. For whatever reason, it seems like it likes to pull off of one generator at a time. And I don't know why, loyal viewers. It just does. Well, actually, it's pulling off of 2 generators. Is it pulling off the 3rd one yet? No. That'd be too easy. There we go. And we'll let you repair while we pick this guy back up. Now, something else I'm curious. I'm going to go ahead and over here to our slightly damaged anvil. We go... There we are, protection and protection. And protection 4 is as high as protection goes. So now I could put protection 4 on all of my stuff, but I'm not sure if I can stack, like say, blast protection and regular protection on this. Because with regular vanilla, you can't. But this is not regular vanilla, is it, loyal viewers? So, let's just put that book right there. I'm probably going to have to wait for some more mana before I can really play around with it. But let's just go and take a look at the enchanter again and see if I've got anything interesting, and I put all my lapis away. Don't put away all your lapis, loyal viewers, if you're about to go enchant. It's a silly thing to do. Alright, let's get back up here. Alright, you. Anything cool? Oh. That'll... There we go. Blast protection. And also unbreaking. I do actually want to have both of those. It's going to take me so much mana to do stuff, loyal viewers. I think our little setup over here is not going to cut it if we're going to be doing all this enchanting. We'll probably mess around with some of that next time. For this time, though, what am I doing? I'm going to go stick that helmet in the old thingy here. Do-do-do-do-do. helps you put it in the right slot. So it will either take off the blast protection or the unbreaking, and I believe unbreaking 3 is as good as unbreaking gets, and I also believe that blast protection 4 is as good as blast protection gets. So, I believe that's going to do it for this episode, loyal viewers. What have we done? Well, we started playing around with a whole bunch of Botania stuff. We got ourselves a cool pendant, we got ourselves a cool potion, we also got ourselves some nice armor, and by next time, I should have all this armor nicely enchanted, or I might have to, there it goes, it took the unbreaking off. So I'll just stick that up there, put on another book. I lost my train of thought. Yes, I might not have this all enchanted next time, loyal viewers, because I might need to get a whole bunch more mana generation going on. And there's a bunch of different ways you can generate mana, loyal viewers. I mean, right now we're just passively doing it with the sunlight, but there are much better ways to do it. And, looks like I burned through the energy that these guys can make. Yep, look at that, that's hilarious. Alright. Well, now that Mana Steel helmet is regular. So, until next time, loyal viewers, I shall catch you on the flip side. Laters.